Hey y'all, what's up? Chad Wright coming at you here once again on the channel, Team Righteous. And we got the first Hayabusa here on the dyno. So we got it ready. We're getting ready to dyno it, see what kind of power we made. We've already got it broke in. We did our break-in procedure y'all saw in the last video. And now we're gonna see if we can get this thing dialed in for the customer. Logan's here, he's gonna help us dyno it in. So Logan, what all we do on this one?
It's twin intake cams, degreed at 105, 106, so real basic generic setup, and dusted pistons. Other than that, this is a complete overhaul top to bottom because he did have a turned main bearing, and that was caused by some metal slung from a bad bearing on his starter drive, which wound up overheating the gear and killing the timing chain, which is where we started this whole fiasco from. His timing chain was maxed out. Started out going through that, and it just snowballed all the way down to what got broke.
Right. So this here is a true stock motor. As y'all know, Ringer 57, if you check out his channel, he actually told y'all what's in his bike. So sort of the same setup, but it is a 1397 and with some more compression and stuff. So anyways, this right here is a true stock motor, twin intake cams, and just a little street bike, but we're gonna see what we can get out of it. See you in a second. Alright y'all, so made our first pull, got our baseline, not too bad off actually. So air fuel ratio and everything looking good up top. Gotta lean it out some down low. Logan's over there working on that now.
Yep.
And started off making peak horsepower 166.5 at 9,700 RPMs. So not too bad for a 1299 stock Gen 1 motor. As we said earlier, we got dual intake cams. We did do an airbox mod on it as well. Put some heavier duty valve springs in it, dusted the pistons. It's ready to go for nitrous if we ever decide to put nitrous on it later on. And we're tuning it on 93 pump gas, mainly because for that same reason. If he ever decides to go with nitrous later on, it's already there, it's already tuned for it. Then we always start tuning it for the nitrous there without having to change gas and all the other troublesome stuff that we all go through with race bikes. Nobody wants to do that with street bikes. But anyways, flip around here and let y'all see this though. So as you can see, not too bad off. Anyways, we'll be back at y'all with some more pulls and all the drivability done. Got everything else tuned in on this thing.
Yeah.
Wait on you to make goofy faces back there.
Yeah, I got a little tweaking to do on the drivability, but it's minuscule.
Other than that, we made some horsepower, made some more torque, and we'll make one final pull since we got everything dialed in, see where she tops out at. All right, y'all, so we made our final pull there. I'm gonna show you some of the graphs here and let you see just where we made at, so kind of where we started off at and what we ended up with. So, as you can see here, this right is where we started off at. Started off making 166.5 horsepower. Actually pretty good. Air-fuel ratio, as you can see there, 13.2, kind of where we're targeting at. And then we're gonna scroll down here, and we're going to look at our peak torque numbers. So peak torque on the initial run was 97.6, a little rich there. So we're going to work on that there too and see where we cleaned it up at. Our peak horsepower numbers. So this one here was 167.5 peak horsepower numbers. But our air-fuel ratios down here was still a little rough on the low end, so we ended up working on it, cleaning it up just a little bit more. It's always a little rich on the initial hit, but we worked on that there to clean it up a little bit more. And then, lastly, this right here was our final pull that we made. We got a little glitch in the graph there where it spun at, so you can see where it spun up here. So that 168.8 is not real. 167.5 is still where it was at, because you can see as it goes up, and then when it spun, it shot up, and so it drops back off. So the rest of that graph there would have rolled through right through there, just like it was normally. So it would have been probably right around the same, but our peak torque right before it spun, and this is what causes it to spin. As you get to this area right in here, you can see we're getting at 98.6, 98.7. We're gaining good, so we're making good torque, gain good torque, gain good horsepower. We started off good though. So we started off, like I said, with it's a stock engine. It's a 1299 first gen Hayabusa, but we put the twin intake cams, done the smaller routes mod on it, put some heavier valve springs in it, dusted the pistons, got it set up so it's ready for nitrous if he wants to spray it with nitrous later on down the road. And other than that, you know, that's what we ended up with. So we've done pretty good. Stock, these motors make around 145 to 155, just depending on the bike and on the dyno and everything else. But bone stocks, they make roughly right around 148 to 150 bone stock off the showroom floor. And so, you know, we're looking at making 168 horsepower. I mean, that's pretty good. We're making, you're making right at 18 horsepower over what a stock engine would make. So I think we're doing pretty good. I think he's going to be very happy, and I know we are. So anyways, appreciate all y'all. Drop down in the comments below what y'all think about it and what y'all looking forward to next. See ya.